of their life, and they cannot go back. And that is a concern we are saying. If INEC must get it right this time, they must devise a means whereby Nigerians who are displaced, the Southerners who registered in the north and swell up the numbers of the Northerners, and now because of the threat of their life, which they have the right to run away because life is sacrosanct and they have to protect their life, they must devise a means to make sure that wherever they are Nigerians, they should be able to catch their vote. Particularly, we do know from record and facts that 90% of the people who were chased out of the north are Christians from the southern part of the country. So the security situation is worrisome. The military, I must say, they are doing a fantastic job. They are doing a fantastic job under the current situation that they found themselves, because for us to be able to give enabling environment for everybody to have a peaceful environment, the natives, the traditional rulers, the religious leaders for the north must cooperate with the military, because militaries are not magicians. So they are doing a fantastic job, but because there are some people behind the scene orchestrated this to make sure Christians are being flushed out that the way they're doing in Borno, in Yobe, in Adamawa. That is why the fight against insurgencies is becoming so difficult.
Sorry, can I... Let me just ask this question. Both of you might have to respond to this. It's coming from G. Victor. G. Victor says that we should ask you to explain. Okay, sorry, from Osil. Osil says, please ask Mr. Sunday his take on the seeming support of the leadership of CAN for the present government. You said your CAN is apolitical and does not endorse anybody. So Osil wants to know what your position is on the seeming support of the present government.
Well, number one, he has used the word seeming.
That's right.
And seeming means not definite. So we have said everybody goes to vote. But when you have been traumatized, and you know the people who have traumatized you, you get me? Definitely, you will look for protection. Let me give you an example. When an area is taken by Boko Haram, the Christians first run out. A pastor in Mubi, who is an indigene of Mubi, they met him. Are you a Muslim or you are a Kafiri? See, I'm not a Kafiri, I'm a Christian. They gave him 5 bullets. His brother, they gave him 5 bullets on the spot. So when you run away, then everybody, the people remaining will loot your house. If you are selling right, they will, if you are selling anything, in fact, you come back, you may not even find a bucket in your house. So this is the kind of pain that the people are going through. So it's not that he's supporting President Jonathan as a candidate, but this is the government of Nigeria trying to protect us. And some people are trying to destroy us. If you are the one, somebody is trying to protect you, somebody is trying to destroy you. Please, seemingly, which side will you want to be on? Seemingly now.
And just to add, like he put a hypothetical question, and that doesn't actually need an answer. But there, for the purpose of clarity, Christian Association of Nigeria, that I belong, has not endorsed any presidential candidate, whether it is APC presidential candidate or a PDP presidential candidate or all this, we have not endorsed anybody. Okay. As Nigerians, we have the right to exercise our franchise of voting according to our consciences as Nigerians. That is the position of the Christian Association of Nigeria. But it is pertinent for me to clear the air here, because there's huge crowd everywhere and try to say CAN is pro a particular candidate. And as an officer of CAN, I have not seen where any candidate, particularly the PDP candidate, President Jonathan, because as a Christian that he come to us, what they say that he go to church. And I begin to wonder, the fact that he's a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, does he not have the right to go to church? But 2, Jonathan, as a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as a politician, not as a pastor, decided to pick a politician like him from the Islamic faith to become his running mate. But is that what has happened? As I talk to you, we had our ESCO meeting about 2 weeks in Northern CAN. The vice presidential candidate of APC get crashed into a meeting. And what did he say there? A week after that, he went to gather all the pastors in Benue. Few days ago, he gathered the pastors again in Abuja. His campaign manager, Amechi, gathered pastors in Rivers. And it will interest you to know. So no, it's good that you make.
As you're making these statements, please know that these things are not verifiable.
Look, look, I have them in my record. So
this is your statement. This is not the position of Channels TV.
Yes, yes. No. It's not the position of that. I'm saying it now. Now,
and
few days ago,
because he's not here to defend this statement.
I would like if you can bring all of us together.
He is not here.
I will appreciate if you can bring us together, because the reason
when we bring you together, then you can make the point. So just handle the issue, nothing personal, please.
Okay. Why I'm saying this thing is that why it is important is that people say that some people are using the church. And the Christian Association of Nigeria, which is the umbrella body of the Christian, which I belong and an officer to, have not given a platform for any politician to come and maneuver them to say adopt us. We cannot, because we are Nigerians. We have our members in all of the political parties in Nigeria. That is the point I'm trying to make.
What we are also saying that the other parties, if they want to come and see CAN or any church, they have been going out. Were they prevented? If we had blocked them from seeing the Christians, then that's when you say we are taking side.
All right.
Okay, somebody, Adegoke Shakir says, Mr. Oibe, Kano Mosque was also bombed. That wasn't a Christian community.
Yes, Kano Mosque was bombed. Now the question is that when even the late Emir of Kano there was an attempted bombing on him, the first person in this country to raise a voice, to condemn it, to identify with him, was the president of the Christian Association of Nigeria. When it happened in Burundi, the same thing. But before that event, 1 year after, every other Sunday, churches were being bombed. Did anybody, any notable Muslim leader, come to condemn it? That is the point we're saying here.
And statistically,
and we can never support
finally.
Sorry,
we got to go now.
500 churches have been closed down and destroyed, or closed down. How many mosques have been closed down? No, so that was the show.
As we wind up here, you've collected your permanent voters card. You've collected your permanent voters card painstakingly. Well, yours was brought to you by proxy. Yours painfully. So, as we wind up, in 30 seconds, please, what message would you give to your people as regards collecting their permanent voters cards and preparing for the election?
No, I will give the message to INEC.
Okay.
INEC should do it this way, because they've mumbled the voters cards together. Put about 8 or 16 on a page. Number that page. Bundle it, tie it, and paste it in the centers where they did. So if a person comes and sees where his picture is, he will just say page 8. You go and bring bundle 8. Within 5 minutes, he will get it.
Okay.
And that will make it easy for everybody to get.
All right.
My message to not just the Christian Nigerians, go and insist and get your voters card. INEC must ensure that Nigerians get their voters card. If they don't, then INEC has a question to answer Nigeria, because everything that is needed to be given to them has been provided. Nigerians must get their voter card. We need to exercise our franchise, but the election is going to be peaceful, because as a Christian, I'm positive that Nigeria will not be divided. Nigeria will not go into war, because this election will be the most peaceful.
All right. Thank you so much. We've been speaking to Evangelist Matthew Ojaye, former chairman, Northern State Christian Elders Forum. Thank you for coming. Elder Sunday Oibe, PRO, Northern State Christian Elders Forum, and Northern CAN in 19 states. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Sunrise will be back shortly. Oh, leaving the elections now to look at something else. Something as Alero said, Valentine's Day. Please join us again.